Hey guys, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. Thank you again for your company. Really do appreciate you. This is the second hour of our show, and in it later on we're going to be talking about investing in children's talents and skills. But before then, we have a relationship discussion lined up for you, where we'll specifically be talking about things a husband should do to enjoy his marriage. Call whoever you need to be part of this conversation, and remember, 111-444-111 is the SMS line. You can also reach me on social media at SwitchTVKE on Instagram, at SwitchTV Kenya on Facebook and Twitter, and you can follow me as well at Joyce Omondi on those platforms. Before we dive into that discussion though, let's take a look at our quote for the day. This one is by Golda Meir. I think that's how you say it. And it says, one cannot and must not try to erase the past merely because it does not fit the present. I'll read that again. One cannot and must not try to erase the past merely because it does not fit the present. All right. Very interesting quote there this morning. Well, I want us to dive straight into our conversation for the day. Jameni, my guest, he's looking like a general, like he's come to marshal the troops of gentlemen. Can I get a reveal of my dear Benjamin's? Hivyo tu pole pole. Aya, angalia kiatu, angalia socks.
Hey Joyce, thank you.
I'm a bully. Check your review, my friend.
Hey Joyce,
Ay,
thank you.
Benjamin,
I'm humbled. I'm honored.
unapelekwa wapi
Thank
after
you. Today is Men's Day. We are here today.
Today is Men's Day.
Women, listen quietly. Quietly, from the backdrop.
The only thing is missing is that kofia. Gentlemen, this is your day. But we want to talk about things a husband should do to enjoy his marriage.
Wow.
And I think this is a great discussion for us to have, because I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like at some point, after, the whole dating scene, kukatiana, we've courted and everything, and there's all these fireworks, people get married, then suddenly they just begin to just kind of get accustomed to each other. Mm-hmm. And it almost feels like the onus on working on the relationship almost seems like it's the women who kind of take it up, mm-hmm. like are the ones who are so focused on it. Would you agree with that to some degree?
That's the situation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So let's call today the order, the way it's supposed to be. As we say, the man is supposed to be the leader in the relationship, because he's the one who pursues the woman.
Right.
And now after she agrees to go, now lead the journey, it's a mission. Yeah. So we say, I want to give several points to men, what to do for their marriage, to make it sure it's happy. Okay. In America, they talk about pursuing happiness, and I keep asking them, which direction is the happiness? So happiness is a side effect. It's an icing on the cake. The real thing that brings happiness is the following. Number one, as a man, schedule time for your woman. Mm-hmm. Men, we tend to get busier and busier with work. We get better at our careers with years. Mm-hmm. We get more responsibilities at work. Mm-hmm. We get promotions as we go senior. There's more demand on our time over years. Mm-hmm. So by the time we came together, I did not have too much to do at work. As you improve me, when a woman comes, when you get a good woman, oh my, you'll go up. Mm-hmm. She'll touch you up, do things for you. She'll lift the weight for you, so that now you can focus on bigger things. And I told you the diseases of bachelors. To know that a man has no one in his life, stomach infections. Nowadays, I'm no longer taking those things from the chemist.
You no longer need to deworm.
Yeah. Before you have a woman, you are taking githeri here, chapati, madondo there, the ones that remain, you are rushing at 9 p.m. What is remaining, just give me that one, because you have no time to cook, you're busy at work. So before she came, you were weighed down by those small things like food, ironing your clothes, getting the things done in the house, and your neighbors are cockroaches. Okay. Your funny neighbors and roommates. So when a woman comes, she'll push you up. Okay. So you become better at your work. You become more proficient, more available. You can focus better, because she lifts all those, even if she's working herself. Women have that superpower to organize herself and organize you.
And all the ladies said, oh yeah.
She'll do her laundry, get your things done, her food together with yours, together with children's. Right. And I don't know why we don't appreciate women. They carry three weights: the children, the man, herself.
Preach, brother, preach.
So she has to calculate and wake up earlier to carry all that. And the man, I'm going to work. She's also going to work. Yeah. But this is excuse. So the first thing as a man is to, the only reward is schedule it. Many times we give women what remains of the schedule when I'm free. When I'm free. No. If you're busy on weekends, some of us, our schedules are funny. We are busier weekends than weekdays. Schedule a weekday. It can be a day, or it can be a number of hours that you're sure. Sometimes it does not have to be a conversation. Sometimes there are men who don't understand it.
Yeah.
When they say we have not had time together, you're saying, what do you want us to talk about? No, it's about the time together. Number 2 for your woman is create improve the quality of our life. Raise the quality of our life. That is very important. It can be financial. Many times I ask men to always try and be ahead financially. It's a comfortable, you need to be on the steering wheel, man. Don't lean back and now she's earning better and you are there asking, please give me some money. You did not give me this over that. It emasculates you. It removes something, man. You need to be in charge on top there, to have some money. I feel so good when I chuck some money into my gas account. I feel, she appreciates it. I'm earning my righteous hands, man. You need that pleasure of providing. Providing is practical. It's not philosophical. It's practical. So when you say quality of life, mean provide some money for her. Even if she has her own money. I don't understand these people who say 50-50. I'm wondering, are you married or you just still? Honestly,
50-50
don't get it.
as far as their finances.
Yes, the people who share half. Okay, so where is the man getting his right to be a leader?
Wow.
How unique are you? No, you need to be superior. You need to be ahead. You need to be a head guy. Sometimes in life, those circumstances can demand it, but it must not be the norm. You need to earn your right as the man. And how will she brag about you in front of other women if you share the same? If you contribute, my husband is good this way, but anyway, we share equally. So how did you improve her life? So raise the quality of her life by providing financially. The other thing is get her some luxuries of life. Luxuries are good. They're the ones that show romance.
Let me tell you, every lady likes to be spoiled. And it doesn't need to be expensive. I need to make this because I know there's going to be some guy trying to come for me. It's not about it being expensive. Do it once in a while as you can.
We are talking about context.
It's the thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those people
it could even just be a bunch of roses.
Exactly.
Yeah,
life is a journey. You need to do those extras that are not mandatory for life, but they are good for romance to make her feel good. You're creating memories. The other thing is to create memories, but it's very integrated with what you do. The other thing is, number 3 is very essential. Learn your woman because she's evolving. She's not the girl you brought here. She's evolving. She'll keep telling you what she likes. I like traveling. I like this. I like movies. Keep hearing and then deliberately create those things she likes. Sometimes if you have a woman who likes traveling and you also travel for work, you can tag along.
And I think that's an important point because a lot of times you hear people in relation on both sides actually say, you're not the way you used to be. And we forget that people, I don't want to be the way I was 20 years ago.
I want to evolve.
I want to grow.
I want to become
mature.
better. And there's something, another thing for men is to understand the transitions of women. When a woman gets a child, she changes so much.
Right.
So much of her priorities, so much her emotions, so much of her body shape, so much of her esteem, so much of how she feels, of her friendships, of her associations. Everything about a woman changes when she gets a child. Right. And men, we don't go through that thing really. We get a maternity leave. We hang around outside the maternity ward. Helping. When you hear the number code, a guy was given card number 16. That's your wife's card number. But now the nurses kept opening and calling 6, 61, 6. Whenever he rises up, literally it's not him. Sometimes men, we are not really into that journey of getting a child. Right. But if you connect to your woman, if you listen to her, you will get what the journey means. Mm-hmm. Even before childbirth, there are other things that happen. The woman and her mother, and I want to warn men not to interfere with that connection. Even when they are conflicting and they come to report each other, my mother did this. Listen as a friend. Don't assume to judge. Yeah, she's wrong. You're right. Do this, ABCD. They'll come back together and you'll be the devil later. They are always tied to those people. Majority, 90% of the cases, daughters and their mothers have a lifelong journey. That's why they cry during wedding because it's the mom is happy the girl made it this far. She was afraid the girl wouldn't come this far. But at the same time, she knows what is ahead and she wonders whether this kid understands what's ahead. She's afraid and she knows marriage from inside. This girl is just happy from outside. She's plunging in. Mom is wondering, is she jumping too deep? Did I prepare her enough? Those tears during wedding are both for joy and for anxiety and for fear and for appreciation. So I want to ask men, respect the woman and her mother. Sometimes she wants to go and revisit her mother without you. Does not mean you're excluded.
Okay.
They have a journey and a life.
All right. I'm going to have to take a break in a little bit, but I think one of the other things I want us to touch on is things that husbands should do to enjoy your marriage is don't assume that you know what your wife is thinking. I know guys are obviously short of words most of the time, but feelings and, the reasons why we feel certain ways are very important to most women.
Exactly. And part of I told you, women process life through talking. Even if she's introverted, when she's at her home, there's no introversion there. She's herself. That's her space. And I said the other day, if the woman is quiet around you, there's a problem. It's not introversion. Don't say today she doesn't really like talking. Don't assume it. Don't brush it off. Yeah. There's nothing I'll tell men. Don't force her to talk when she doesn't feel like talking. Because when she finally talks, you will regret asking for the words. Sometimes women choose silence because they know if they talk.
You ain't ready.
Sometimes they keep quiet because they've been talking and you've not been listening. So don't tell her, why are you not talking? She's been talking, you've not been listening. Yeah. And I tell men that sometimes we are taught that women are the delicate. The Bible uses the word weak, but in other versions it calls delicate. It's like a flower. So don't possess her. Don't pluck her out of her nature to try to make her what you want. To try to force, why are you dressed like that? Remove that hair. Don't control your woman too much. She will stop blossoming. She will stop being the thing you loved. Let her blossom. What you need is not to possess her, but to appreciate her. In fact, women will be loyal to a man who makes her better. When she hears comments from other women, hey, you got a good guy, she feels proud of you. She feels better even to treat you better. I tell men that women reflect back what we send out. If you love her, she'll love back. She'll become more, she will put more energy if you are making her better. So part of what you need, your job as a man, there's another funny task as a man, to play father. You must be a father figure to that woman. Even if you're the husband, yes. There's some roles in father here, I mean leadership and protecting. Yes, that's what the father was doing. Okay. When you take up from...
Not that other kind of daddy.
When you take up from her daddy, daddy was simply protecting the girl. Don't touch my girl. And men were aware, if you touch that girl, that mzee is mkoloni, he will shoot you. So they were afraid. Now you need to be the one they know, don't play that girl. And the man, there's some women who are fighting life alone, so exposed. They have to fight on their own. So you must fight for there must be a general reputation. Sometimes I ask men to act crazy, just to pass a reputation there, that their women are not to be played around with. Yeah. Sometimes men come poking. Women always have men trying to inbox them. But if one crosses the border, you need to set an example to straighten the record that this is my woman.
I need to take a break now, Benjamin. But when we come back, I want us to talk about a few other things that husbands should be doing to be able to enjoy their marriage, including taking leadership of the family's spiritual life. I know a lot of gentlemen out here have kind of left that role to their wives. Also, don't say you're listening when you're really just watching TV. Like, you actually need to kind of be involved. And also passiveness in the relationship, especially even concerning disciplining children as well. 111 444 111 is the SMS line, and we'll be back after this.